In the past videos, we talked about how to keep people's attention by using how the brain is hardwired. We talked about what the sociological guesstimates are for why we laugh. Now we're going to talk about the beginning of how to cause those artificial tensions that we can release to cause laughs. How do we do that? Well, if you've been in the world of comedy, or maybe even not, you might have heard about the rule of threes. Rule of threes. Why is it the rule of threes of all numbers? You know, because there are one-liners. That's not three, William. Why isn't it one? Rule of one, or rule of two, or I don't know, rule of 69. Whoa, why is three the funny number? Okay, here's why. Imagine a point on a graph. A beautiful point. Now, I want you to think of a line that goes through this point. Right now, imagine it. Any sort of line that goes through this point. Did you imagine this line? Or did you imagine this line? Both equally as valid. You know, you could have imagined a line in any which way and you'd be correct. You know, all of these are valid. Now, let us get 2 points on a graph. Now try to imagine a line through these 2 points. I'll give you a second. Was this your line? Probably. I mean, this is an arrow, so you could have gone the other way. But this is the line that goes through these 2 points. And if they had 0 surface area, there's only one line that goes through both those points. And so it sort of limits, you know, what could happen. And so if a third point comes along and you're seeing this, your brain goes, oh, I know. Ooh, yeah, I got this exactly. That line is about to go through that third point. Don't tell me that line's not about to go through that third point, because I've seen this before. So if the line suddenly takes a sharp curve and goes through this other point, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, I had an expectation. And that was broken. So rule of threes is because it takes 2 points to set up a pattern, and that third one to break it. I'll give you a more concrete example. Let's say the first point in our pattern is red. Red. What is the next point in this pattern? Try to think of it yourself. Try to imagine it. Well, it could be lots of things. It could be yellow, in which case the pattern is colors. Could have been any other color, and the pattern could have been colors. It could be red, as in the past tense of read, and then the pattern would be homophones. Could even be red and bled, and then the pattern is rhymes with ed. All of these, just like the lines, equally as valid when we only have that first point to make an assumption off of. However, let's say we start with red, yellow, two points. Well, you know the line that goes through these 2 things. That's we're talking about colors. We're talking about pattern of colors. Great. So now let's say I go red, yellow, blue. That's not funny. You're not gonna laugh at that. I fulfilled a pattern, so maybe your brain rewards you like, oh, I knew what color was gonna come next. Hey. But there's no laugh here because there's no tension, right? People make lists all the time. I'm not resolving anything, so there's no laugh here. So what can we make that third thing to try to get a laugh? Well, let's go in the other direction. Let's say it's red, yellow, horse. Red, yellow, horse. Is that funny? That probably won't get a laugh either. Why? Because we've sort of made an expectation and broken it with red, yellow, non-color thing. But now there's a new tension in the air of like, why did they say horse? Horse doesn't fit that pattern, and maybe we could resolve that and then get a laugh later. But and then that would be the rule of fours. But right now there's like I don't know why you said horse. So the tiger danger of the color pattern has been resolved, but now there's a new tiger in these other bushes about like, why horse of all things? So I need something that seems like it fits, but then also doesn't fit at the same time. What if I said red, yellow, beluga whale? Beluga whale. that might get a laugh. Why? Why is that better than horse? Because it still fits the color pattern, right? Like, I understand why beluga whale is in there, so to speak. And then also, it breaks the color pattern at the same time. Okay, so let's even continue, and I'll show you this on another level. Let's say, as we go along, the next iteration was purple, pink, green piece, green piece. Once again, it fits the color pattern. It also breaks the color pattern. And in a new way, it's setting up this sort of meta whale pattern. Is in 1, 2, whale thing. 4, 5, whale thing. Etc., etc. So I'm using the rule of threes in multiple layers here. Let us continue. Ready? Gray, white. Now, what are your assumptions about that third thing, or the third thing in this pattern and the ninth thing in the total pattern? Well, the third thing you're expecting it to be some sort of color word in there, right? And because of the meta pattern, you're expecting maybe some sort of whale-related word as the second word, right? Because we've set up that pattern longitudinally as well. Well, what if that next thing is black? Okay, tie, wait, event, for the whales. Oh, okay. This might get a laugh. Why? We still fulfilled the color pattern, right? Black, and is also not a color in its entirety. It's a black tie event for the whales. We have fulfilled the meta whale pattern. It is something about whales, but we've also broken the meta whale pattern in that normally it was blue whale, color immediate whale thing. Green piece, color immediate whale thing. This was black tie, wait, event, wait. Oh, we're going to resolve that with for the whales. Okay. And so this is how to use the rule of threes in multiple ways at the same time. You could also stack on top of that delivery, which I'm sort of doing naturally, but like red, yellow, beluga whale. I'm doing, volume and how I'm saying my voice. We're going to go over more complex ways to do that in the future, as well as other ways to cause tensions, expectations, assumptions, biases, incept games in the audience's head. There are many ways to do this even outside the rule of threes, which we'll go over in future videos. So they should be popping up now. Check that out. And always feel free to check out when we do these things live on stream. And thank you so much.